There's one question that instantly reveals whether you're seen as a commodity or as the undisputed authority in your field. And here's the shocking truth. 97% of professionals get asked the wrong question, and they don't even realize it's destroying their income potential. I'm David White, and in the next 10 minutes or so, I'm going to show you exactly how to transform that question, and when you do, how everything changes. Your pricing power, your client relationships, your entire market position. This isn't theory. This is the difference between scraping by and commanding premium fees that clients pay gladly. Stay with me because I'm about to reveal the specific strategies that separate six-figure professionals from seven-figure authorities, and why the question your clients ask right now is either building your wealth or silently destroying it. The two questions that define your market position. Let me ask you something. When a potential client contacts you, what's typically their first question? If you like most professionals, they ask, how much do you charge? But here's what successful authorities hear instead. How soon can we start? That difference, those two questions, represents the gap between being perceived as a vendor and being recognized as an essential solution. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to bridge that gap. Think about it. When someone asks how much, they're shopping. They're comparing you to alternatives. They're treating you as interchangeable. But when they ask how soon, they've already decided you're the answer to their problem. They're not shopping. They're buying. Why premium positioning changes everything. Here's a truth that most professionals never discover. Premium positioning isn't about charging more money. It's about changing the entire conversation. When you're properly positioned as an authority, three things happen immediately. First, price becomes secondary. Clients stop comparing your fees to your competitors because they don't see you as having competitors. You become the obvious choice, not one of many options. Second, the sales process reverses. Instead of you convincing them why they should hire you, they start convincing you why you should take them on as a client. This isn't arrogance, it's market positioning done correctly. And third, your capacity for impact multiplies. When clients see you as the authority, they implement your recommendations faster. They trust your judgment more completely and they achieve better results. And this creates a virtuous cycle where success builds more success. But here's the challenge. Most professionals are unknowingly positioning themselves as commodities. They're answering that how much question in ways that reinforce low value perception. Let me introduce you to what I call the value perception framework. This is how clients actually evaluate whether you're worth premium fees. There are 4 levels of value perception, and understanding these levels is crucial. Level 1 is task-based value. This is where most professionals get trapped. Clients see you as someone who performs specific tasks. Writing copy, designing websites, managing projects. At this level, you're always competing on price because tasks can be commoditized. Level 2 is skill-based value. Here, clients recognize your expertise in particular areas. You're not just doing tasks, you're building specialized knowledge. This is better, but you're still replaceable by someone with similar skills. Level 3 is outcome-based value. Now clients are buying results, not just skills. They understand that your involvement leads to specific, measurable improvements in their business. This is where premium pricing becomes possible. But level 4 is where the true authorities operate. Transformation-based value. At this level, clients don't just want what you do, they want who you are. They want your perspective, your framework, your way of thinking. They understand that working with you doesn't just solve problems, it transforms how they approach their entire business. So how do you move from being asked how much to being asked how soon? And the answer lies in strategic authority positioning. First, you must reframe the conversation before it starts. Instead of waiting for clients to ask about price, you control the narrative from the beginning. You position yourself as the person who solves a specific high-value problem that keeps your ideal clients awake at night. Second, You demonstrate unique methodology. Authorities just don't do things differently. They do different things. They have frameworks, systems, and approaches that can't be found elsewhere. This isn't about being complex. It's about being distinctive. And third, you showcase transformation, not just results. Anyone can show before and after numbers. Authorities show how they fundamentally changed how their clients think and operate. They tell stories of breakthrough moments, paradigm shifts, and lasting impact. Fourth, you create scarcity through selectivity. When you position yourself as someone who only works with specific types of clients under specific circumstances, you automatically become more valuable. Scarcity drives desire, and desire drives premium pricing. The practical implementation. So let's get practical. How do you actually implement this transformation? Start with your positioning statement. Instead of saying, I help businesses with their marketing, an authority might say, I help established service businesses eliminate their dependence on referrals by creating systematic client acquisition that generates predictable revenue. Notice the difference? The second statement addresses a specific problem for a specific audience with a specific outcome. It's not about marketing, it's about business transformation. Next, restructure your initial client conversations. Instead of jumping into capabilities and pricing, start with diagnosis. Ask questions that reveal the deeper implications of their current situation. Help them understand not just what they need, but why they need it and what happens if they don't address it. Then present your approach as a journey, not as a service. Authorities don't just sell projects, they guide transformations. They have phases, milestones, and checkpoints. They create a sense of progression and momentum that goes far beyond completing tasks. Finally, price your transformation, not your time. When clients understand the full scope of what you're helping them achieve, price becomes an investment in their future, not a cost for your hours. The most successful authorities I know never compete on price because they never compete at all. They occupy a category of one, and that's exactly where you want to be. Here's what I'd love you to do right now. First, honestly, evaluate which question you're typically asked. Are clients asking how much or how soon? That answer will tell you everything you need to know about your current market position. If you're ready to transform how clients perceive and value your expertise, I want to continue this conversation with you. Head over to my Substack at theauthorityfigure.substack.com. There you'll find premium content that goes deeper into these strategies, real case studies of professionals who've made this transformation, and ongoing insights about building true market authority. And you'll also discover a community of followers. Or if you're ready to take action immediately, book a complimentary authority assessment call with me. We'll analyze your current positioning, identify the gaps that are costing you premium fees, and create a roadmap for your transformation. Now, you can book that at my Calendly link, which is somewhere near this video. And I limit these calls to ensure focused, valuable discussions so spots do fill up, and I don't have too many of them. Remember, the question your clients ask reveals everything about your market position. Transform the question, transform your business. And I'll see you on the other side.